We are live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode 8 of SideHustle Live. I'm joined here by my business partners, Omer and Darby. And we have a special guest today, Alan VanToai. I don't think I've ever said your last name out loud.
You're 1 for 1 so far. You nailed it.
Nice.
Yep, attaboy.
So if I get it next time too, I like 2 for 2.
There you go.
Super excited about this. I've known Alan for quite a bit now, introduced by other friends. Actually, Dan introduced us, didn't he?
Actually, Dan and then Ronnie later. But Dan was the initial introduction. I remember. Yeah.
So Dan is actually who we play tested this game with the night we came up with it in his backyard.
I remember hearing about that.
How crazy is that? Yeah. Well, everything's connected.
There you go. Small world. Yeah.
Yeah. So as everybody knows, or if this is the first time you're listening or watching, this is SideHustle Live. This is based on the Side Hustle, the party game for entrepreneurs, where you get to pitch funny and fundable ideas. One of the big reasons that we're doing this live version, is to show that you don't have to be with people to have fun with them. You can play with your friends, family, and coworkers and do it live on Zoom or on FaceTime if you have Apple devices. There's so many ways to stay connected. So we're going to jump right in. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the rules real quick. So this is how the game goes down for the live version. So we break up into 4 different groups. The investor draws a business card and rolls the industry die. Second rule is the entrepreneur will take the time to brainstorm their ideas. We give them a minute. And then each entrepreneur will take turns pitching their ideas to the investor. Then the investor will award a funny or a fundable card. So here's the thing that we don't normally talk about is sometimes if it's not funny or it's not fundable, you don't get any cards. You get no points. But sometimes if one person has a funny and fundable cards, they get both cards. That means they get both points. So sometimes that can happen. We'll see if that happens today. I have a good feeling that that's going to happen. Alan got real excited when I mentioned that you can give away both or none. I don't know which side of the spectrum to expect, but we'll see if that happens.
No handouts. You guys are going to have to earn it, but I got faith.
Yeah. So real quick, before we start the game, Alan, tell us about CrewFIre.
Sure. Yeah, happy to. And guys, thank you so much for hosting me. The game sounds awesome, and it's on. I've been looking forward to this. CrewFIre is a brand ambassador platform, so it's a tool that e-commerce brands on Shopify can use to take their customers and turn them into a community and an army, really, of brand ambassadors. And as brand ambassadors, these users can connect with other ambassadors in a private brand community, and then they can earn commissions and points and rewards for helping to grow the brand. Things like driving referral sales or engaging on the brand's social media or sharing content from the brands and creating user-generated content. And so, we've been live for 6 months and it's been doubling every month. It's been my fastest growing business I've ever done. So it's been a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
That's
really cool. What other businesses have you been in?
So this is my 4th software business. I've sold 2 and 1 we open sourced, we made it free. And so this is my 4th at bat and it clicked and it seems to be working. So yeah, it's been a great ride.
Yeah. It's amazing what we can learn, just by going through the processes so many times and just iteration makes it all so much better.
Yeah.
So much better. All right. You guys ready for the first round?
Yeah, let's get into it. Thanks so much for being with us, Alan. So much fun.
Mm-hmm. And welcome to Austin. Welcome to Austin. We have another great entrepreneur in Austin.
I just moved in. Halloween was my first day. Like I got in Halloween day.
So spooky. I get it.
Yeah.
But I moved here on Cinco de Mayo. You move here on Halloween. I think that should be a thing. I think we should only allow people to come in on holidays.
Yeah. Well, every day seems pretty festive in Austin. From what I've seen, there's always something going on. So
always, yeah, and it's with good people too. That's what I like the best.
Absolutely.
All right, so for the first round, Alan is going to be the investor, and I'm going to be pulling a card and rolling the investor die. So the first card is Hypnotize. Get that up in there. So that's going to be difficult. So let's see what I got Butterfingers today. Let's see what industry it's going to be. I'm rolling the die. It's an 8. An 8. All right, that's perfect. An 8 is sports and outdoors. So it's Hypnotize in sports and outdoors.
Oh, easy. boys, you can have fun with that.
While we have the minute timer going on, can you tell us like what game kind of inspired you, or did you really enjoy playing with family and friends as a kid, and what you do now as an adult for fun and recreation?
Yeah,
who's got that timer? You got,
I'm timing.
You're timing.
Thank you.
Okay, so I was really competitive in both chess and paintball actually growing up. So I actually traveled to like national paintball tournaments in a professional paintball league called National Professional Paintball League, NPPL.
Cool.
And I also was a competitive chess player in the U.S. Chess Federation. This is like I'm talking about like elementary and middle school, so it's been a while. I'm not super competitive anymore. And so, yeah, I've always nerded out on these like quirky little communities, of which entrepreneurship is very much one as well. So, yeah.
Well,
you guys only get a minute to come up with the ideas and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got, boys.
Yep.
All right, let's get that going. And please turn that timer off, please. The audio.
So, Mary, you want to go first?
Sure. I would love to. Okay, well, thank you for having us on here today. Our company is Hypnothize in sports and outdoors. Have you ever wondered, man, how are all these Instagram models so hypnotic? Well, we have a new product for you. Are you enterprising social media influencer? Well, these new pants are Hypnothize. You wear them and they will actively hypnotize your audience into continuing to like your stuff and buying anything that you have. It has actually been proven and is actually not allowed in many states due to the issues that happen when people drive and look at Hypnothize. People go into a stupor, they start drooling, but they are excellent customers immediately afterwards. We kind of use that technology of, those little credit cards with like the holographic ones? You ever seen a card when it moves? But it's like a rich card and it's holographic. It's like that, okay. But we use that technology.
It's like a special Pokemon card?
Essentially, a special Pokemon card for your butt. That makes you great. Hypnothize. Keep them hypnotized.
Nice. Do you have any follow-up questions, Alan?
So many. Where to begin? What happens after the audience is hypnotized? Where's the ROI for the wearer of these pants?
So they will immediately do whatever you want them to do. So your next call to action, it's less of a call to action as a full body impulse to action. They will do it no matter what. And so it's very dangerous from many different, cult perspectives. But we don't regulate the use of our products. We just disseminate them.
With great power, they say, comes great responsibility.
Very much so.
Yeah. Now, if two people are both wearing Hypnothize, does it cancel each other out? Like, what happens in that potential kind of headbutt right there?
Well, I'm glad you asked that because we're actually working with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson on a new TV show where people wear Hypnothize against each other in a sort of battle royale circumstance. And the audience, the in-studio audience then is just drooling, and whichever way they go and who's ever bidding they do wins the prize. So, yeah, American Hypnothize warrior.
I applaud that strategy. I think Dwayne really has a knack for picking winners, and so
it's a knack and a neck for picking winners.
A knack for picking winners. Love it.
Hypnotize.
That sounds like a liability. I'm just saying that as your competitor and your friend.
Noted.
A lot of liability.
Dude.
Thank you. So do I restate the?
We'll do that at
No.
the end when you're
Well, yeah,
summarizing your decision.
So who would you like to go first? I'm sorry, next, Darby or myself?
Let's go Tim next, and then Darby.
All right. So thank you very much for taking the time to listen to my pitch on Hypnothize in the industry of sports and outdoors. Hypnothize was actually designed for the government to help people in witness protection program adopt their new hidden identity. It allowed them to more seamlessly become this new person that they had to become. But now we want to break it. We want to open it up to the mainstream, and we want to make sure that people can be the person that they want to do. We partnered with Tony Robbins, all types of personal development agencies, so people can actually already become the person they want to be. There's no actual transition. They get to program. They get to program the thoughts and desires and habits and discipline right into themselves by using the cadence of their walk. So it's hypnotizing them when they actually walk. It's a device on their thighs that tick tock, puts them into a trance, while audio by whichever personal development master that they want to listen to tells them who they are and reprograms them every single day. That is my pitch for Hypnothize in sports and outdoors.
Interesting. So how is this delivered? Is it, you said it's an audio program, or what's the method of delivery here? Help me visualize what it looks like.
Yeah. So we use neuro. I can't remember what it's called. Technology.
Linguistics.
So no. It's not. It's not headphones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's not headphones. It actually rests on your temple, like the Muse. I don't know if you've ever seen the Muse device. So it actually plays in your head, which makes it feel like a thought, not a sound.
Huh.
Cerebro.
It's basically Cerebro from X-Men. Yeah. So this is an existing technology that we had a partner with Muse from. We're licensing it out.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
And then what's the routine like? So if I become a Hypnothize customer here and I get it's a hardware device, right? And then I have to I have to use it on some cadence. Like what's the routine?
Yeah, the routine is a 20-minute walk once a day.
Okay.
It's just good for your health.
Get your heart bumping. But we found, what our data shows, there is a increase in health as well. So because you're walking, you're increasing dopamine, and you are more likely to allow these new thoughts in and become these new thoughts.
Got it. And I'm fascinated. This sounds like something that's it's like the closest thing to the Matrix, Neo just downloading all this wisdom. And what was the development process like? I mean, does this thing have to go through trials? I mean, is it tested? Is it like how? Like, what are some of the other risks? That's the big question here.
Yeah, so there wasn't many trials because, as we know with our government, because we started with the government, and they're pretty fast and loose.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Easy.
Yeah. So there was a couple. There's a couple downfalls because there was a couple like disgruntled employees that put the wrong messaging into people. But other than that, there's no side effects or ill exposures.
That's great to hear. I think it seems there is such a thing as free lunch at long last.
Yeah. You can have your cake and eat it too.
I guess my last question for you, Tim, would be, what's your personal experience with this? What programs have you downloaded, and how has it impacted your life?
Well, yeah. So I like the sound of my own voice. So I usually play my own speaking back to me. I really like the depth of it. It sounds like a very. I have such an authoritative tone that it like helps me go to sleep. Helps me sleep really well, actually. Anyway, but it's taught me to be a better Tim using my own voice.
I think we're all looking to be better Tims at the end of the day. So it's great to hear that there's finally a product that delivers on that promise.
My ego would agree with you wholly.
I will pull up a slip of the tongue that happened during your pitch, where you said, "Be the person you want to do," and I think that is a nice tie-in with you talking to yourself, and we'll just go there. I think we should end it there.
Oh my God.
I
I
picked
need
up
to
on that,
edit
Tomer,
that.
and I noticed you noticed that as well.
When I edit this for YouTube, I definitely need to like pop that up, me saying that. Oh, that's
Replay.
hilarious.
Darby,
That is so
Love it.
funny.
go for it.
Yeah, Darby.
All right. Hypno thighs in sports and outdoors. We all know where this is going. The world's opening back up. People are going back to fairs, to festivals, to retreats. They're getting back, hanging out with each other again. But we're also looking for new fun activities to do. And something that the government did not let loose, but we're frequently finding out now, is that there was an extreme leakage of psychedelic substance into the water that the world's populace of chickens were using. So we saw an advantage and an opportunity in the market, and we developed Hypnothize. It's the first psychedelic infused fried chicken, fried chicken food that you can eat. But we're only distributing these chickens with the psychedelic infused in them to festivals and fairgrounds where we can actually use it in a sport activity that we're dubbing Hypnothize, where everyone eats some fried chicken, whether for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and goes out and plays this new game called Hypnothize, where you're tripping around on what's most likely acid, but I'm not at liberty to say, and plays the new fun event that everyone's talking about, Hypnothize.
Love it. Now, this is only available on festivals and fairgrounds. So what if I'm hosting an event like a party, would I be able to get an at-home version of this, or does it have to be some sort of licensed distributor? What's the distribution like here?
If you can loosely define whatever event you're putting as a retreat or a community gathering, we can bend the rules. Yeah, ceremonies. Okay. Yeah.
Got it. And then who's the recommended demographic for this? Who are we targeting really? Are we all age ranges, family fun, safe for kids?
I would never say that this is safe for kids. I wouldn't say that this is safe for anybody, but Coachella is our number one. Coachella has bought a lot of chicken thighs from us lately. So
Coachella has always been a go-to spot for chicken thigh connoisseurs.
For fried chicken, I agree.
Yeah.
Nothing better than no showers and fried chicken.
And then talk to me about the game. We've talked about the ingredients of the game, which is this psychedelic infused fried chicken. But what happens in this game, really?
Yeah, so everyone knows the term "you run around like a chicken with your head cut off." That's essentially what the game is: to run around like a chicken with your head cut off.
Huh. Now, are any heads actually getting cut off during the game?
Absolutely not.
Okay. I'm glad you added the not there, because there were a lot of absolutely's before we got to the not, and it sounded awfully dangerous for all ages until we appended there. All right. So we're running around on psychedelics. I can attest to that being a fun activity, and obviously sells really well to the right demographic. So, all right, I'm interested. Cool. Now, thank you all for presenting your variations of Hypnothize. At this point, do I get a minute to deliberate? Or do I just fire it out here?
I would recommend restate what the subject and whatever is, and then kind of run through what your interpretation of each of ours were, like in a sentence or a half a sentence, and then just award it out.
All right. So in this round, I heard different pitches for Hypnothize in the sports and outdoor, for businesses called Hypnothize in the sports and outdoor category. From Tomer, we heard about a new hypnotic type of pants that puts the wearers, viewers, and audience in a state of trance, after which they're impressionable to do pretty much anything that the wearer desires. Very, honestly, cutting edge technology. I'm very impressed that it's gone to market at long last. I mean, who hasn't looked for something similar? From Tim, we heard of Hypnothize. I have notes here, but even with the notes, I was like, is that what it is? I was like, it's a government program. It was a government program.
A
government research program that ended up in a form that lets people download content, that download insights and wisdom and behavior change from their favorite influencers or thought leaders directly to their brain through a physical hardware device that they wear, and they use 20 minutes a day, and it transmutes, or whatever the word is, these thoughts and these patterns directly into your mind, much like Neo downloading skills in the Matrix. And then from Darby, we heard about an innovative new approach to psychedelic cardio, if you will, in which people are eating infused fried chicken and then running around like chickens with their head cut off at events, festivals, and fairgrounds. So for this, I would give funny to Tomer. I thought
Nice.
I thought it was a funny picture, and I thought the presentation was delightful. And fundable to Tim.
Yeah.
I think maybe I'm just biased, but I'm a sucker for learning and a sucker for the quickest path to it. And who wouldn't love to just the dream of downloading things to your brain is something that we've all thought of at one point. Darby, honorable mention. I love chicken and psychedelics and festivals and fairgrounds. And so I'm looking forward to seeing your booth at the next music festival.
We have one pitch here from our fans. It says Hypnothize Outdoors, a chicken training program using sleep hypnotherapy for your outdoor chickens to build meatier thighs. Also not a bad one, I would say.
Very fundable.
I think there's a partnership between Blake there and Darby's.
I think so.
Darby's business. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. I like it.
Possible conflict between
Hey,
the
Jessica.
sleep and the psychedelics. Those two, in my experience, don't always come together, but I would love to see it in practice.
Absolutely.
So would I.
Awesome.
So would I.
Well,
Excellent.
Well, 1-1. Looks like Darby's behind by 1, but we'll see what happens. All right. Who's next on our?
I am next. I'm going to do announcements after while you guys are writing. So the
Sure.
business name. Alan, you ready for this?
Okay, yeah, let's go.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So hemp. Did we do hemptation? I feel like we did hemptation last round.
Grab a different one if you want to. It's fine.
Yeah, I think I do because I am the investor. I get to.
You're right. You get to pick what you want to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently it's your own voice in your own head. Tim, you honestly just repurposed podcasts.
That's all you did. Say,
You pitched
Yeah.
podcasts.
But with a wearable. There was a
I
wearable.
guess so. Did anyone ever try? This was an actually fascinating toy in game that I bought at one point for stupid money, which was a headset that read your beta waves, and you would control a fan that would lift a ball, and you would be able to focus your mind and
I
literally
remember
lift
seeing
it
that.
Jedi style, and Yoda would talk to you and tell you where to put it, and you could actually control it. It was insane.
That's awesome.
And there were a bunch of these like sort of games. There was like a mousetrap obstacle course one. I was like fascinated by it. I spent like $120 on this little whirring fan thing, but it was a headset that used your brain, and it blew my mind. And undergrad was a perfect drinking game. That's all. Go ahead, Tim.
Wild. The business name for round 2 is Gift Ninja, and the industry, rolling that die, is a 12. It's investor's choice.
Ooh, pick something weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick something real weird.
Completely random. Good
Fashion and retail.
one. So random.
Side note, you guys can pick an investor's choice that's not on the thing too for people that are
Well, maybe
playing this. I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah. It's an interesting. I agree, Darby. It's an interesting point to show you on. So you can pick something that's not on the list there. Like you can be like Gift Ninja in allergy medicines, and you could be like what? Or somebody did like space
Disaster
industry,
We
or
did space the other week.
Yeah, space was cool.
Yeah.
Not the
Uh,
That actually
sidetrack.
worked out really well.
I was at a party and somebody was like religion, and it was like, okay, that's an industry, right? Or
That's
weddings.
wild.
Or weddings is a great one, or babies, or whatever. Fashion and retail. And let's show that. All right, Darby, do the timer, please. Hopefully without the loud timer at the end. Tim, why don't you catch us up a little bit? What's going on with you, my friend?
Yeah, I'm going to do some quick announcements real quick for anybody watching or listening. Of course, go ahead and buy Side Hustle, the party game for entrepreneurs on Amazon. That is where we want everybody to go, because we're doing that thing where we need to build credibility. This game is awesome, but not everybody knows. So it's really important that if you're buying this game from us, you leave a review. That's the only way that other people know it's awesome, and it's the only way that we know we're going in the right direction. So please, together, by purchasing the game and leaving a review, we can move forward with another much stronger version and maybe another game that we could be working on, stuff like that. Also, get involved. If you're watching this or listening to this, shoot us an email or put a comment below. And give your pitches, give your ideas, get involved in the conversation. We'll, if you're watching this live, we'll post you up in the middle of it. We have the capability with StreamYard. And finally, follow us on YouTube. We want to make some really cool content, but we're not really going to get into it unless we have your vote. And your vote is a subscription on our YouTube channel. So please go ahead and do that. And let's get on to the pitches for round 2. Who is ready to go first? What, you want me to pick? Darby looks like he's not ready.
I'm ready.
Ready.
Alan's at you. I like hearing that.
You guys,
all right, buddy.
He's right-handed.
I'm ready.
He was right-handed. And he's like, I got this. He threw the pen in his left hand and just started writing. He was still done for him.
when the creative juices get going, the left hand really steps up. So
Texas pitchers, that's how it is.
All right, we'll start with Alan. Go ahead, buddy.
Cool. So we all love the thrill of giving, whether it's birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, baby showers. There's nothing quite like, being a provider and giving something to a friend. But we all want the thrill of giving, but we don't want it without the cost of buying. Gifts cost money. And these days, in this day and age, there's hardly enough, money to go around. So really what we all need is a way to acquire gifts without having to buy them. And I present to you Gift Ninja. In the fashion and retail space, Gift Ninja is a marketplace that connects people who want to give gifts with people who can steal them from local retail stores. And so all you do is, it's much like Instacart. You just enter the products that you want to gift. And then on the supply side, you have gift ninjas that can go around and acquire these gifts at discounted rates. And then together you work out a rate, and then you acquire the new stroller or the new anniversary present or the new birthday gift that you are so excited to give to your friends and family, all at a discounted rate. Everybody wins. Gift Ninja.
Very nice. Very nice. I have no questions. That was perfectly put.
Pretty cool. Pretty snazzy.
Cool. Something I'm definitely interested in.
It's the sharing economy, really. Mm-hmm. It's really right on top of everything we need.
It's the sticky finger sharing economy.
There you go.
Darby, you're next, my friend.
All right. Gift Ninja. Well, we all know, obviously, how hard it is to give the gifts, much less the right gift to the right person. So what Gift Ninja is actually doing is disguising the gifts that we do give, so that if somebody gets a gift that they don't like, even if they stole it from you, someone will come steal that gift back from them and replace it with a new gift without them knowing. So let's just say you gave your mom, spouse, dad, brother, friend, whatever, a gift for Christmas, for their birthday, what have you. And, oh, this is so great. Thank you so much. You can tell that they didn't really like it, right? Well, so can your Gift Ninja too. So the second they look away and look back, the Gift Ninja has swapped out that gift for a gift that they will actually like. It just comes at a premium, but we all know how damaging giving the wrong gift to someone can be, especially in a business sort of environment. Gift Ninja, saving you from yourself.
Cool. Instant returns.
Yeah, this is so just to reiterate. So is someone breaking into your home? Wait, so who orders this for you? So like mom and dad give you a gift that you're not liking. Do mom and dad be like, oh, you didn't like that gift? So let's get him a Gift Ninja. so they can do a little B&E and gift swap? Or do you do it for yourself so you're not like, oh, I don't like this gift. You're like, oh, it was stolen, bummer, and you actually get something nice. So who's the actual the customer?
So the gift ninjas are actually our gift swapping experts, and it's sort of like a gift exchanging concierge service where it's kind of like an insurance policy on your gift. Because last thing you want to do, let's say you want to go give this like your boss a gift, and they hate puppies, but you give them a mug that says "I love puppies." And maybe you can't even pick up on the subtle signs of it, but you've got your gift ninja hiding somewhere. I can't say where, and they could pick up on the signs. And without them even really knowing it or knowing what hit them, think deja vu in the wild. That gift is swapped, right? You might not even use it. Hopefully, the gift that you pick is right, but when that gift is potentially wrong and catastrophic, gift ninja's got your back.
Awesome. Enough said. Let's go ahead and move to Tomera. This is gonna be a tough one.
Sure. Before we do, it looks like Jessica's got one. It's secret shopper for bad gift buyers. I think it's maybe it is just a concise version of Darby's, but I think it's a pretty clear way to do it.
Yeah.
Secret shopper.
I like it.
Basically, I think her summary of yours, Darby, is this: it's an elf on the shelf for the everyday buyer.
Thief on the reef.
Yeah. All right. Well, my pitch for Gift Ninja in fashion and retail. Do you have someone that you hate? Do you have someone who irks you, who has been trolling you all over the internet? Well, guess what? Today's the perfect day to gift them. We provide the service of finding this person, finding their address, and delivering terrible gifts, glitter bombs, bad candy, all sorts of things that they might be allergic to, but did not know. Things that just make them go, ooh. You know that song, Things That Make You Go, ooh? This one makes you go, ooh. Well, we are Gift Ninja. We will find them and we will make sure it's delivered or your money back. Gift Ninja. Give the gift of revenge. That's right.
Very
Logo's already done.
That is a shitty gift.
Beyond. That's not even fair.
That's right. You know what? I'm going to change the top of this to look like a little poo. And that'll make more sense.
Flies on it.
Yeah. No, it just has a little poo on the top of it. Like that.
Man, it's gonna be tough. So let me. I like it a lot better now.
Summarize me.
So Tomer was the last one. He went private detective, gift revenge, combination gift revenge. Yep. Darby was a secret shopper for bad gifts. It'll replace the bad gifts that you get. And Alan was a kind of like a sticky finger sharing economy. And I like them. I definitely like them all. So let's see. I got my funny card here. I got my fundable card here.
Come on.
So for funny, I'm going Tomer. I'm sorry. No. Hold on. I'm sorry. For fundable, I'm going Tomer.
Oh,
you still get the point. That gas. I wanted to hold it longer. And for funny, I'm going Alan.
God.
Alan.
All right.
Big points.
Hey, thank you.
All right.
Sorry, dog.
Yeah.
Sorry,
All right.
dog.
Jessica's got me winning here with the Gag Gifts Galore divorce attorney outlet. Essentially, yeah, that's a great one for a gift.
Oh, that's hilarious. So there actually is companies out there. You can like pick the dog that the present comes from, and send it anonymously. You've seen glitter bombs. There's all kinds of stuff. There's actually an engineer who made a couple YouTube videos because his package was stolen. And he put a little camera with a glitter bomb. It's kind of like a reverse thing.
Mark Rober, very good show.
Mark Rober's, yeah.
He actually has a course now.
Also, I saw there's one that you can buy for people, and this lady sued, and it's only better publicity for them. You can send somebody a bag of gummies, and they're a bag of D's. So eat a bag of D's. and they're shaped in a phallic form. One thing we got here is Blake coming in. Yes, I agree, Jessica.
That's so awful, is what she said.
So bad. So bad, but also, sure, send me free candy. I'll eat gummies. Blake has a pitch here. Let's read it. Gift Ninja. These days, the ninja career is in a downfall due to how awesome space is right now. Meaning, your child is obnoxious and always saying, Dad, I want to grow up to be an astronaut one day. Let's get those kids back on track and gift them a ninja. Buy a ninja to steal your child in the night and take them to a ninja training facility. Only $1.99 a month.
I like the subscription model.
That actually, that makes me want to have children.
It does. Yeah. Also, screw Space Camp. Ninja Dungeon is my.
Also, if you hold it up to the cost of childcare, I mean that's very cheap for a month.
That's really good. That's really good.
Yeah. I guess they don't.
Food.
It is
just training.
Ninjas, man. They got to learn how to live on nothing.
Blake's onto something here. This is changing the economics of childbirth and raising kids.
Perfect.
And it might be a dog-eat-dog scenario where like every week
they eat each other.
And whoever loses becomes the meal.
True. Dog.
That's how they save on.
I like to manage it. Yeah.
All right. Let's hop to the next one.
All right. Darby, would you like to be the?
Sure.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna pick the card. I'll pick the card for you.
Roll me.
It is Fire Chat. Fire Chat. F-I-R-E chat. And the industry is toys and games.
All right.
Fire Chat and toys and games.
Sweet.
Darby, let us know what you're up to during say 1 minute.
1 minute. So let me know what I'm going up to. Well, I am looking to let's see. Yeah, so over the past month now, I've been working with a few dozen people every other week and helping them go through a book challenge to write and publish a book of theirs inside of a week. And what we're looking to build with this program is essentially give a step-by-step proven process that anyone from entrepreneurs to authors to writers to anyone that has ever had a book idea in their head to get it out, to show them the exact step-by-step framework for doing that and putting it inside of a week time frame just to make it accessible if you have the time to do it. Not everyone is able to dedicate the time to do it, but a few dozen people have gone through the challenge at this point. New books are being published every week, and it's super exciting to see. So that's a little bit about what's going on in my world and what I'm up to when I'm not playing Side Hustle, which is quite often.
Nice. How are we on that timer?
That's awesome. Let's. I'm cool with that being the
ding,
ding, ding, ding.
Who would you like to go first?
Tomer.
Oh, good. Well, our program and our product is Fire Chat in toys and games. Are you having trouble getting your child to do what you tell them to do? Do you feel like the only one they ever listen to anymore is the devil? Well, guess what? Let's harness that. Our toy, Fire Chat, is a plastic toy that flickers, flames. It looks like a flame, and inside it is a little face. Inside that face is the devil's. And when your child comes up to it and walks in front of it, the devil will talk to him. And it will tell him what to do in a very menacing voice. And since your child has already made the deal, they are going to do their homework. They are going to do their chores. Because Beelzebub says to do so. Made by Mattel, by the way.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
I don't even know what to do.
What? It's perfectly safe, guys.
So you get your kid a fire
yeah.
as a toy, and then the devil talks to
Look how
them.
happy that kid is.
He looks happy.
They're going to do it very willingly.
The flames.
Hey, Seems pretty straightforward. No further questions.
Noted.
Tim.
All right. So once again, thank you so much for having me today. I'm going to be talking about Fire Chat and toys and games. Fire Chat is TED Talks for Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, except for they are no longer called Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. They're called They Scouts. And what we do is teach them all the skills that Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts have through TED Talks. So not at the end of each TED Talk, there is the example that you have to go out and do group work with to create something, and that's the game aspect. And then you come back. So it's a once a month thing that you meet at your local auditorium, and you compete on who did what the best, and that's the game aspect of it. So in essence, it's all the benefits of Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, but we call them They Scouts. And it's TED Talks that teach kids the STEM protocols and make games out of it.
Just to clarify, that's They Scouts?
Yeah.
Okay, I heard Bay at first, and I was really
yeah, I
confused.
heard like
Yeah, they.
like the Michael
As
Bay.
in inclusive. We're inclusive.
Okay,
Inclusive.
so you're basically just combining Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts together and
TED
calling
Talks.
them They Scouts, and then making them watch TED Talks videos all day.
Yeah, that ends in a competition.
Competition.
Who can? Yeah. So say the competition. The TED Talk is, or the Fire Chat is on selling cookies, setting up the business of selling cookies. They all go out and try and sell cookies for a month. They come back and they actually compete on who did what and share the skills that they've learned and deployed in selling cookies to become the winner.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. And if you lose, you get kicked out. You have to place top 10.
Ooh, that's not very inclusive.
Well, I'm going to keep my mouth shut on that. I've been directed by HR to shut my mouth.
It's a slippery slope.
That does sound like something that HR would say. Shut your mouth.
Just shut your mouth. Begin shutting up, Tim.
It's the real political way to say that.
Next.
Well, HR would tell you to shut your mouth unless they were engaged in a fun game of Fire Chat, the new game in the toys and games category out of Austin, Texas here. I want to illustrate this with a story. You know, here in Austin, we've had a very, very interesting winter. Those of you are familiar, obviously, we lived through a historic ice storm and snowstorm during which people lost power, people lost heat, people were without water. And really, you know, during this time, my friends and I, we had a hard time, but what really, got us through was a steady diet of kerosene and matches and flint and steel. We found that drinking the kerosene was pretty much like drinking water, and eating matches was a lot like eating food. And we had so much fun doing it. And every time we opened our mouths, the combination of the fuel from the kerosene and the combustion from the matches just sparked this great flame that we could enjoy for heat. And so it was really, a lot of people, and I don't want to make light of the Austin ice storms. There were a lot of families that were displaced and some people unfortunately lost their lives. But if everybody just had access to Fire Chat at that time, things would have been a lot different. And my friends and I were lucky to have found this. So we came out of this really stressful experience with just big smiles on our faces and not a lot of hair on our heads because
belly's full of kerosene.
Didn't quite make it out. But all that to say, we are happy to be bringing Fire Chat to market. Stay warm, stay cozy, Fire Chat.
You're drinking the kerosene, right?
You're drinking and eating kerosene and matches.
Okay, cool.
There's a lot to it.
Excuse me, Tomer, I'm the investor.
That's fair.
I'm actually drinking kerosene.
But
Tomer's like, I'm thirsty though.
Speaking of lack of hair, I was there during the beta testing of this.
Oh my man, yeah.
Awesome.
A lot of hair was lost.
So we've got the kerosene matches that keep you warm and entertained during any winter storm. You've got the TED Talks that is combining Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, the day Scouts, and then teaching them TED Talks lessons and having them have competitions about it, and then excluding them, even though it's very inclusive.
Well, they get included in their own group of losers.
I like
and then we've got the Devil Fire toy that the devil talks to kids and persuades them to do their chores in a very menacing way. Oh, this is tough. I'm a little disturbed by yours, Tomer. So you're gonna get the nothing card.
Oh,
damn, the setup.
Alan, you get the funny card. Tim, you get the fundable card.
Hold on, I have somebody I have to go talk to real quick.
Oh man.
Oh, that's just felt vindictive. By the way, like specifically targeted.
That was, you were targeted.
Oh,
You were targeted.
I didn't know Darby was such a teetotaling religious. I'm just kidding. What was the score on that again?
Well, you lost, and Alan got funny, and Tim got fundable. So you can do the math there.
Fine. Looks like Tim and I are up with one. All right. Am I up as the next investor?
Yes.
Or someone else.
Yes. Well, this is. Hold on. You know what time it is? You don't know what time it is?
What time is it?
Time lightning round. Lightning round.
That's a thunder.
All right.
Yeah, that's great.
That's lightning.
Well, lightning.
well
creates
done
thunder.
on the animations
Did you
and
know-
graphics. Please.
Oh, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. So, did you guys know, speaking of lightning, that lightning actually tears atmosphere apart? I learned this last.
I've heard that.
It actually, yeah. So, because I was listening to a podcast about how plasma, and actually they're using plasma to reduce the mass of trash down to 20% and the weight of the trash down. I'm sorry, the volume of the trash to 5%. So it's 20% of the weight of the mass and 5% of the volume.
So
It's ridiculous.
are they flying trash on like a kite in a storm in order to get that to happen? I assume that's how you collect lightning.
I just-
these days.
Fill up a FedEx plane and fly it right in the middle.
No, we just make plasma on Earth.
Okay,
That's the
fine.
Technology.
You know what?
It's technology.
So
It's so fast. I listen to the weirdest of podcasts. So if you're going to know weird stuff, I got
we're
you.
about to do our lightning round, but I
We're
think
about to do our lightning round.
where are we at with time? Yeah, okay, we can just go right into it, or do we have a few questions for Alan to get to know him a little bit more? How are we on time?
Alan, anything? Yeah, we could throw some more questions out there.
I'd like to hear a
Yeah.
little bit more about the new project there about CrewFIre. Just a little bit more, if you can tell me, like, so you mentioned that you're aiming at like Shopify customers, etc., right? So who within that, because that can still be a very broad spectrum, right? Who's your perfect target at the moment? Like who do you want to talk to?
Great question. And like that classic startup wisdom of like niche down. And I feel like that's the kind of thing that a lot of people hear, and then they're like, and you got to touch the stove anyway to experience what it's like to not niche down. So when we started, we didn't niche down. It was just like anybody who found us, we were selling to. And we came to find over time, over the course of a few months, that like, okay, this wasn't working for everybody. And our customer persona got more and more refined and narrow over time. Now who we sell to, who our perfect customer is e-commerce brands on Shopify that are in women's beauty, cosmetics, fashion, and apparel, doing over $1 million in annual revenue.
Sure.
We'll still opportunistically, if people come through inbound and they're over $1 million in revenue on Shopify, for example, but they're selling like survival products or supplements, like they're still close enough that the product will still work for them. Yep. But in terms of like our like marketing and sales strategy, we're going for that market. Yeah,
that totally makes sense. I can see how, especially something where it is more about that ambassadorship, and it's literally about people physically using that and showing it off on their social media, etc. Fashion retail, it makes like the fashion industry is perfect for that. Absolutely.
Yeah, not every brand or product realistically is going to inspire that kind of connection from their from like their customers to like true story. And I almost feel bad. I feel like one day this gentleman might hear this, but like there was someone who reached out and they sell sports netting, so like replacement basketball nets and like soccer nets. And I'm sure it's a great niche to be in, or maybe I doxed his niche. Hopefully that's not too bad. But like, like that's not gonna his customers aren't like lining up to like talk about it on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, So we got to look at like when women's beauty, fashion, cosmetics, and apparel, like they really are already talking about the brands that they love, the entrepreneurs, the stories that they love, the social causes within those brands. So those are our red hot kind of the red hot center of our customer persona.
That's fantastic. Yeah. I'm glad you recognize that. And I think that in regards to that customer and any other brand, each one has their sort of best outlet of ways to reach their customers. So for somebody like that, I might recommend something more along the lines of a structured blog posters or top 10 lists for those types of items, or just aiming at suppliers in big industries, for example, right? Meaning like nets, who has those? Schools, etc. So doing outreach directly to the customers in the way that they engage with their shopping behavior, right? Once you find out where they are, and then go say, hey, that's essentially what you're doing.
Exactly. Yeah, well said.
Cool. Well, I agree. It is time for a lightning round. Don't you spark me again with that thing. I feel like he's gonna drop the beat again. So for the lightning round, the way this works is we will roll an industry die, and then and I, as the investor, will pick it. And then in the meantime, instead of everybody pitching for the same card, each of you will get your own card. But it's the lightning round, so I'm going to put it up on the screen, and you are on the spot going to pitch it. First thing that comes to your mind, basically like 30 seconds, a minute pitch, see what happens, okay? And from there, I'll give out funny and fundables. Does that sound good? Any questions from anybody?
Easy.
Easy, he says.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
And because Darby was so kind to me, we'll probably start with him. So I'm going to roll a die here. We have home goods here. So everybody ready for home goods? Tim, maybe you can type it up while it's happening. And we'll just quickly change it. Darby, are you ready?
I was born for this.
It's a weird, specific thing to be born for, but I appreciate that. 1, 2, 3. In home goods, flywheel. Darby, go.
Flywheel and home goods. So the real issue that we found with wheels these days is that they get flat too often, right? You got to keep pumping up the rubber, and even when they're not rubber wheels, they're wooden, they're clunky, right? So we've decided to change the way that people actually roll around their house if they're handicapped and using a wheelchair to move, right? We're turning it into a hover chair. We're calling it the flywheel. We took the wheel, we took it on its side, have a fan to make it spin around, and now you actually move around your house at 2 times the speed that on average you were wheeling around your house before. Flywheel.
Fascinating.
All right.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's impressive. That's impressive efficiency gains.
Yeah. I agree that you're
2x.
reducing friction by the substantial amounts.
Yeah,
How does this affect people with pets, may I ask? Because I've seen many a dog scramble and bark incessantly at a vacuum cleaner. This is essentially reverse vacuum cleaner.
Silence.
Asked and answered. Thank you, Darby.
Precision, just like our engineers.
Yes, exactly. German engineering. Okay, in home goods. Let's go. Alan, are you ready for a little bit?
Let's see if I am.
I'm picking from a random deck here. You ready for this? In home goods.
Home
Your
goods.
side hustle is Crypto Joe.
Crypto Joe.
Okay. First thing that pops into your mind.
Crypto Joe.
In home goods.
Well, Crypto Joe in home goods. Where to begin? So it's coffee on the blockchain. If you've ever wanted your centralized coffee to be distributed amongst millions of nodes in a very environmentally inefficient manner and in ways that takes hours for the coffee to actually come out the other end, but everybody knows exactly where that coffee came from, Crypto Joe. We are disintermediating the coffee industry. You don't have to go through lawyers or accountants or retail stores or Amazon. You can go straight to the distributor, peer-to-peer Crypto Joe delivered from a distributed network of nodes straight to your coffee maker. Crypto Joe.
That sounds amazing, convoluted, and very well funded.
They say complication sells.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can just imagine
coffee on the blockchain.
Yeah, I can very much imagine the explainer infographic video for this, happening. It starts here and then like 50 different pipelines going everywhere.
It's too easy to drink your coffee.
Yeah. Right? Is your coffee? Do you want your coffee cold when it gets to you?
The real kicker where it gets value is from the mathematically scarce number of Crypto Joe that will ever be produced. There's only 21 million cups that will ever exist.
True.
So you should probably buy now.
That's true. It's definitely a non-fungible good, so that is perfectly done. All right. Shall we go to our final one? Tim, you ready?
This always makes me nervous, I guess.
It should.
It should.
Don't worry. Just have your smooth, sultry voice in your head, and you'll be fine. In home goods, Tim, your side hustle is Point Hack. Point Hack in home goods.
Point Hack in home goods is the world's first wand remote for your home. If you like Harry Potter, use this wand to point to a device, do a little wrist flick, and get it to do whatever you want. This is through NFC. So as long as you're near it, it won't interrupt with any other device. So it knows that you're talking to it because of the direction and the proximity that you are. There we go. Point Hack.
Okay.
It's your first wizard wand for your home to automate it.
Okay. What kind of things are connected, are you imagining?
Homes. I'm sorry. Yeah, your whole home. You can start your car. You can turn on your grill. You can lock your doors. You can turn up and down the volume on your television. You can turn off the television.
This is a different device than my phone.
Yes. Yeah, it's a wand. It's an actual wand. Comes with a nice little sheath.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I already have a phone that fits in a sheath and has that button.
What is that? I think your phone's damn, where did I put that app? Is it in my favorites? And then you drop it and it turns. This is wood. This is carved from wood found in the Netherlands. And then there's pearl inlays. And it also has a laser pointer, just in case.
Now you're winning me more because I do like random handcrafted goods that serve just like Dungeons and Dragons purposes. But that's about it. And I think you would have gotten me more if you had gone that direction, but I understand. All right. To summarize, in our lightning round, we had a few different cards. We had Flywheel, we had Point Hack, and we had Crypto Joe. First, we had Flywheel in Darby with essentially a hover wheelchair in your home that is silent.
Pet-friendly.
Very pet friendly. Will only suck up 1 or 2 cats in its exhaust. I understand. Very good. None cats. Only very religious nun cats. And then Crypto Joe, Alan was providing us with a decentralized coffee distribution where is your coffee too easy? Too bad. This is going to be real complicated. And
That makes me nervous.
You're going to love it. And we have Tim with Point Hack, which is a wand for your stuff at home. I will say that, Darby, sadly, I have to give you the fundable card because
Nice.
it's essentially
Pity?
Pity? What? No, because I guess he didn't have any points yet. But no, he had he
Save the
essentially
best for last.
he essentially invented the chairs in Wall-E. All the chubbers are on
yeah.
and floating around in. And I'm gonna give the funny card to Alan because that is so funny to make coffee as complicated as possible, but also at the same time to make sure you know exactly where your coffee's coming from.
Providence, as they say.
Yes, sir. And with that puts Tim, myself, and Alan all with 2 cards, but you're the guest, so you get an extra half point. That means I'm sorry. But Alan, you are the winner today. Thank you for playing.
Thank you for everybody
Awesome.
that joined us in the comments.
Yes.
We got
I want to
live
point
right
out
now with us.
we actually
got
have someone from the UK. This is our first UK viewer.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, DJ.
We have a bunch of fun stuff here. Thank you for the compliments on it, DJ.
Yeah, coming at us from Twitch.
There we go. Oh, thanks, bud. I'm glad to hear.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Cool.
I think he's asking about my plant here. I got this on Facebook Marketplace at an estate sale, actually. So I can't say where in the UK I would buy something similar, but if it helps to know, it's fake, so it's very low maintenance. So highly recommend.
Good to know. I love a good
Excellent.
plant. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. Tim, you want to give us the outro here, please?
Yeah. Once again, you can get SideHustle, the party game for entrepreneurs, for your very home, or so you can play with your friends on a Zoom call or any virtual device or any device that connects to the internet, basically, like your phone. You can do that right on Amazon. It is up for sale at a very special price right now. We are looking forward to hearing your reviews because that allows us to move forward more precisely. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We want to make more content, but every time you subscribe, that gives us a little thumbs up, a little boost, and a vote that you want more stuff from us. If you want to be a guest, we actually have the application form to be a guest on our show. We cannot wait to have you and share these experiences and take a couple moments out of our day to actually have fun instead of grind. We do it at this time during the day, and every single time we do this is our 8th show. I move forward more empowered, more excited about my day because I took this break. I allowed myself to kind of reset with friends and laugh. So I hope you have the same experience when you play the game too. That's
Alan,
about it.
Yeah, Alan, can you reiterate to everybody where they can find you if you want to be found, and or reach out to your product and give you guys a poke? How can we help?
Yeah, please. Yeah, CrewFIre.com is where you can find CrewFIre, the brand ambassador platform. And then my personal website, SideHustle.com. I share videos and write a little bit about entrepreneurship and mindfulness and habits and stuff. So, see me there.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
All right.
Thank you, everybody, for joining.
Yep. Thanks, everybody. We could not do it without you. We're so happy you're here.
Thank you all.
So happy to be doing it for you. Take care.
Stay safe out there. Bye.
Peace.